Golf isn't my thing, you know. It's definitely a thing, but not my main thing.
Well, what is your main hobby?
Give me a hobby, quick. Reading. Reading. I read like crazy.
Wonderful. What have you been reading lately?
Books, you know, this, that, Dick.
Pardon me?
A Dick guy, science fiction guy, Dick something. Dick, I just read one of his.
Well, I'll bring Dick up on the internet. See what comes up.
Wish I could remember that name.
Logan!
Richard. Wow, this is a pleasant surprise. Finn, Colin, you know Richard, don't you?
Well, hello, boys. Nice to see you. Logan, I wanted to talk to you. I just heard about the incident. I heard that you professed your feelings for Rory.
What?
Mr. Bell is a very dear friend of mine, as is the Dean of Admissions. Well, you know this place. News travels fast.
Yeah, look.
I have to tell you that while I understand what could have driven you to such a public display of affection, there is a proper time and place for that sort of thing. And a classroom in the middle of class is not one of them.
No, I know.
However, what's done is done. It's out. So I dropped by to tell you that I've spoken to your father.
My father?
Well, we pounded out a few things, property agreements, prenups, that sort of thing.
Okay, I think that there's been...
We came to a very fair agreement. I'm sure you'll be pleased. Now, we're setting up a dinner for next week to finalize the engagement and start talking about the ceremony. Emily's handling all the newspaper announcements, so not to worry, that's all taken care of.
But...
She is a fine young lady, Logan. I want her to be happy. You'll take care of that, I assume. All right, I'll let you get back to your coffee break. Nice seeing all of you again. And Logan, welcome to the family, son. I do hope one of his dopey-looking friends knows CPR, or he just might not make it.
You're the best, Grandpa.
All right, who's next? Paris giving you any trouble?
Not any more than usual. However, there is a girl in my modern poetry class who keeps kicking my chair.
Ah, I do love this place.
Right back at you, Grandpa.
Thank you very much.
Rory, you and Paris should get ready. You're going on next. Richard, I didn't know you were coming. How are you?
Very, very well, Madeline.
Wonderful. Here, let me find you a seat.
I'm also with my daughter.
Well, then let me find you two seats. Rory, where's Paris?
I don't know. I haven't seen her, and I called her house.
Oh, dear. Well, I hope you know both parts.
Okay, great.
You are going to be wonderful. Trust me. Now, did anyone ever tell you to picture the audience in their underwear?
Yes.
Well, don't do it. I did it once, and I had nightmares for a week. Bulgarians in Speedos.
Say no more.
Hey, they're rounding us up. Is she here yet?
No.
Oh, well, oh, there she is.
Where? Oh, thank you, God.
Okay, be great. We'll see you afterward.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you for the first time this century, Mr. and Mrs. Richard Gilmore.
Something wrong?
Coffee sucks.
Thank you. On behalf of myself and my second wife, Emily, I would like to thank you all for coming here to help us celebrate. You are good friends, and we are very, very lucky. Now, in planning our traditional first dance, I gave a lot of thought to the song that would represent the next phase in our marriage. The best phase in our marriage, I believe. I went over all the greats, Bennett, Sinatra, Chuck Berry, and a story popped into my head. Now, most of you know my daughter, Lorelei. When Lorelei was 3, she went through a period of having chronic ear infections. It was terrible. Screaming all night long. We couldn't keep a nanny longer than a week.
Yeah, that was the terrible part about it. The searing pain was just a side note.
So it fell to Emily to sit with her all night long. She tried everything to calm her down. Finally, she found a song that seemed to soothe her. It was a popular song on the radio, and it soon became Emily's favorite. Of course, it drove me crazy. Some woman complaining about how she wanted to marry a man named Bill. Not exactly Cole Porter. Emily would tease me, saying, if only your name was Bill, then this could be our song. Well, Emily, for tonight, and tonight only, my name is Bill, and this is our song. Hit the button, Johnny. Your hand, madam.
I cannot believe you remembered this song.
I was on your
We should separate more often.
Oh, bite your tongue.
At this time, if you're in love, we'd like to invite you to join Emily and Richard on the dance floor.
You want to dance?
No, thanks.
Please. I promise I will dance just as spazzy as you will.
I do not dance spazzy.
That I will be the only spaz on the floor. Please.
I do not dance spazzy.
Thank you. Here we go. A little Maggie blues. That is Bing and Gary Crosby.
Bing. Why does anybody name their kid Bing anymore?
You could have named me Bing.
I thought about it, but you didn't look like a Bing.
I don't even know if I should be insulted.
I wish I were a crooner.
I also brought you some Gershwin, some Chuck Berry, and the Introduced Sisters. Oh, and some Milton Friedman.
The guy who sang Spirit in the Sky?
No, that was Norman Greenbaum.
No, Milton Friedman's the economist who won the Nobel Prize in the 70s. I figured when you're sick of reading Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, you can pick up a little Friedman for a real mystery and deduce the disadvantages of government intervention in economic policy.
So what do you say, Dad? Here or Philadelphia? What's the call?
I don't think I'd like to be in Philadelphia. I think I'd rather be in New Haven.
Yeah, it's okay here. We can import cream cheese and cheesesteaks and any other kind of cheese. You look good, Dad. This outfit's not really up to your usual J-Press standards, unless it's got some brass buttons I can't see, but you look good. You look tall.
I think I'm just gonna close my eyes for just a little minute.